Welcome to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. You got Rich Norton here. We're ready to have an incredible show. Today, I'm going to be focusing on getting you in the right mindset. We did a show previously about the mindset of cold calling. I'm going to be covering today about what goes on when you're out there visiting merchants, how to get the mindset where you keep on going in the right direction, how to set up leads, how to close more effectively. So I'll try to cover as much as we possibly can without rushing into it. Again, we do a lot of shows. These shows are here to help you, to encourage you, to take you to a higher level. And I want to thank all of you for the great feedback that you've been giving me. And what's amazing, these shows are hitting worldwide. I'm getting people calling me up saying, hey, I saw you on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I want to get in sales. How do I get started with you? Calls from California to Texas to Washington State. And many of you have already jumped on board with us. So we have a great opportunity here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. And one of the things you'll find out compared to many other merchant companies, or really compared to any other direct sales companies, is most people, here's a story that I hear all the time, is they'll start out and they feel they're lone rangers. They're not getting the proper training. They're not getting the encouragement. They're given the material, then it's like, here's the stuff, go out and sell it. Good luck, you're on your own, call me when you got some sales. What everybody loves here is we have excellent training programs, and we are filled, and I'm very thankful for the leaders that we have within our organization. Sean Benson out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm not going to forget anybody, I'm just trying to throw some names out there, but Sean Benson out of Atlanta, Georgia is a superb trainer. He's trained Mark Torbett, Mitch Torbett, both of them were trip winners. We also have Rich Urso up in Rhode Island area. He's trained some top representatives. We have Frank Robins out in New York. Ronnie Austin. Frank does a great job training people. He's a star. These guys are all leading by example. I talked about Ronnie Austin, been with the company for 9 years. He travels all around the country, and he has a passion for teaching people how to become successful. And of course you got me as well, but I can't do this on my own. I just want to give a big shout out to all of our leaders, all of our trainers. The list goes on. Pete Longton, I don't want to leave anybody out, but you know who you are, Rich and Michelle Urso, because they're Team Urso. Great people. Mitch Torbett, Mark Torbett, all these trip winners, Amy Callahan, great, fantastic. Of course, Bob Saunders, our #1 representative with Retriever Merchant Solutions within our organization. He's in Virginia, leads by example. He's trained some great people already. We see some people up and coming, they're rising up. So you can have great success here, and there's no secret formula. So one of the things that people see within our organization is that they are not lone rangers. We have all the resources. The resources are there. You will see that many of you are coming into our organization, are coming through the James Shepard program. We have a wonderful, fantastic partnership with him. All the videos, all the training that he does, you'll have access to that with Retriever Merchant Solutions. Not only that, but you got our shows. Of course, RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. We're up to almost 40 shows now. How to read merchant statements, how to close more effectively, how to talk to people, how to cold call, everything. It's all there. How to be more enthusiastic. So these are designed to help you have great success. I am on Facebook. We have RMS Opportunity. We have RMS Sales Training and Inspiration, of course. We have RMS Super Crew, Bank Card Training and Inspiration. We're on Instagram. We're on LinkedIn. We are all over the place. And I think about when I first started in this industry, this was my training. You guys don't realize how fortunate you are. My training was somebody flew down to Florida. They took me out for a day and a half. They did not teach me anything about cold calling, nothing about closing. We went out to 3 appointments in a day and a half. That was it. And I even asked the guy that trained me, what about all these different businesses here? Do you do any cold calling at all? Yeah, you can do that if you want. Well, like, what do you say? Well, you just go in and tell them you're going to save them some money. I'm like, all right. And I had to learn all that on my own. And within a day and a half, that was my training. And I had to kind of figure everything out on my own. And you think about now what we have. The videos are here, the courses are here, we take you through training programs, we have corporate trainings. I have a new website that's going to be starting out, it's going to be out here very shortly, and it's going to have our entire corporate training class that we do at our Chicago corporate office. Shout out to Bruce and Mike for getting that all set up. They flew out to Chicago. These videos are fantastic. We have 2 days worth of training you can watch in 1 hour videos. And the nice part about that, you can watch them over and over and over again, because I always recall, because I would fly out to Chicago, do the classes, and everybody's mind and brain was spinning. Their head was spinning because it was like information overload, and they didn't absorb all that information. But now the exciting part, you're going to be able to watch them over and over again. You get on my website, see all the inspirations, all the positive things that are there to help you. So you've got all the training, you've got all the resources, you have all the leaders. And one thing that you're going to find out is that these guys make themselves available. They're accessible. Get to know everybody within our organization. You see the leaders on our website. You see all the names. You see all the top performers. Find out who they are and get into their brain and do exactly what they do. Get to know them. We are doing sales blitzes all the time. We're doing some in Alabama. We're doing them in Mississippi. We're doing them all over the place. As a matter of fact, we're recording a reality show called RMS On the Road with Retriever, something like that. We're still figuring out the name. But you're going to see videos of that, of what we do on our sales blitzes. And a sales blitz is we meet about 20 people. We try to keep it about 20 representatives. We stay in one area. This one is in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Beautiful area there. So we're going to be, when we go on these sales blitzes, we get up in the morning early. It's not a big party. It's not a big outing. It's all about raising our production to a higher level. We meet at 7 o'clock in the morning. We have a motivational meeting, a training class. We do that for about a half hour. Everybody knows exactly where they're going to as far as their areas are. They go out to their areas, and then on these you're going to see some videos about the mindset of people as they're driving out to the areas. It's real exciting. So all that's going to be videoed. We come back. We have a fellowship dinner. You will see interviews of representatives, some of them new, some of them been around for a while, what their attitude is, what they're learning, the excitement, the enthusiasm, and you'll get firsthand experience to be able to see this. I'm thrilled. I'm excited about that. And at the end of the night, we got the fellowship dinner. You see all that. Everybody's pretty much in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, getting up ready for the next day. We have one thing in common, one thing on our mind. It's great fellowship. It's absolutely fantastic. But the reason that we are there is to get top performance and top production. And when we go on trips like that, we learn more on that trip within 1 week than we normally would probably for a month to 2 months. And everybody that's been on sales blitzes will tell you that. They're absolutely wonderful. It's fantastic. And we do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have a little friendly competition. We put up bonuses. Whoever writes the first merchant gets a bonus. Whoever writes 4 today, we put up different bonuses. I raised my game at the same time. In the last trip I was on in Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee area, wrote 15 merchants that 1 week. So I raised my game. Everybody else raises their game. New people are stepping up. They're learning about the business, and they're taking it to the higher level. So I say all that to let you know the resources are there. Take advantage of them. Follow and do exactly what we do. You will have a lot of success. All you have to do is just go for it. Have the right attitude and just go for it and do exactly what we do. So today I'm going to take you from the door opener, which we covered in a previous show, the mindset. I'm going to take you into how to set up appointments, how to get into presentations, how to set up a pipeline, We're going to be doing all kinds of different shows, so we'll see how far we go today. But don't fear, because we're going to be covering a lot of information, not only on this show, but on future shows as well. So understand this, remember this, we are here for your success. We are here to help you. We are here to take you to a higher level. We are here to help you have your dreams come true. We are here for your super success. So keep that in mind. We're going to take a short break. I will be back in a few minutes, and we're going to go over a couple things about selling. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hey, it's Rich Norton here. You see me on my shows, RMS, Sales Training and Inspiration. And while you see the commercials, you're seeing a lot of commercials about Hands and Feet Foundation. And you're probably wondering what that is. Hands and Feet Foundation is an incredible ministry which I just happened to run across while I was out selling. I drove by and I thought it was a thrift store. I was trying to sell them credit card processing. Well, God brought me to this ministry, and I met Amy first. She introduced me to James. I got, at the same time, ironically, no such thing as coincidence, I was out there and they were just getting ready to serve lunch. I prayed with everybody, and I told them I did music ministry. They called me back 2 weeks later and asked me to come. They said, we've been praying, we'd like for you to come out. I talked to my wife, Lee. She came out. The rest is history. We've been here for about 2.5 years. God has drawn us to this ministry. We absolutely love serving here. We know that we're blessed to be a blessing. So when you look us up, you'll see handsandfeetfoundation.org. It tells you all about this ministry. It's not just feeding the least of these. They're tying veterans into getting housing. They're getting people off drugs. We have safe places for people that are homeless, all types of different programs. Dentists come out here, doctors come out here, psychiatrists come out here. There's something to help people get on the right track, and that's why I love this ministry. To me, this is where Jesus hangs out. So I've gotten to know Jesus more just being involved in this ministry. So if you'd like to learn more, go to handsandfeetfoundation.org, or also go to Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside. You'll see some of the miracles that are happening, some of the people that are serving here, lots of videos out there. So we love it, and we'd like for you to come and visit us at 7478 103rd Street in Jacksonville, Florida, on the west side. West side is the best side. That's what Johnny Van Sant said, so I'll listen in. See you next time. Hey, it's Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. I have some awesome, exciting news. Many of you have watched our shows on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration on American Hearts Radio, and we have fantastic opportunities. We have many people reaching out to us through email. Many of you have friends and people that you share this opportunity with. So yes, we do have amazing opportunities. What does it take to get into a position with Retriever Merchant Solutions? We're looking for people that have positive attitude. They are ready to make a commitment. There's no secret formula. You have to go to work, go to work, go to work. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Work from 9 to 5 with a positive attitude, and you will have success. It doesn't matter if you had sales experience or you had a bunch of sales experience. Today is the beginning of the rest of your amazing life. We have so many people nationwide that are achieving their dreams. You can too. So if you'd like to take advantage of this opportunity and you're looking for an opportunity rather than a job, you reach out to me at 904-434-4635. We will train you. Success breeds success. We will train you to be successful. 904-434-4635. Have a great day. Okay, we are back. Break out your notebooks if you haven't already, and your pens. And let's get into it. Let's get into what this is all about. And I always say this to everybody. If you want to have great success in this industry, the name of the game is to get as many people in front of you as you possibly can. Numbers. We talk about numbers. Now, there's so many different ways to contact merchants. I know many representatives do a referral program. I know Sean Benson and his crew do great with that. Basically, what they do is they teach their representatives to do the installs themselves. Now, there's so many different ways to do this. I think that's a great way, because what ends up happening is they'll go back to it, they give them a little extra attention, a little bit more customer service. The merchants appreciate that. They like seeing the representative for the second time. And then while they're there, once they got everything done, They'll say, by the way, I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but I'm sure it's something along the lines of this. By the way, we've helped you. You've seen our service. You've seen me a couple times. Is there anybody else that you feel would benefit from our service within saving money and having great customer service? Because we do a program that anybody you refer us to, after they processed with us for 1 month, our office sends a $100 Visa gift card. So that's one way. I know many representatives will actually give extra bonus money on top of that. So what they're doing is they've got some great leads that are in front of them. That's a great way to do that. So I'll encourage all of you to do that, along with everything else that we do. Many representatives, they achieve a different level. They've proven that they are closers, so they get leads from our office. Now, that's not what's going to make you a star, and that's not what's going to make you a super success. Always remember this: if you're getting leads from our office, that's gravy on top of what you're already doing. I find, as a matter of fact, people that do get leads from the office and they're strictly used to cold calling, doing it their own way, in many cases that kind of affects them from working their way. And sometimes they'll say, you know what, I really don't need the leads from the office. I'm going to go back to doing what made me successful. That's important. But the name of the game is getting the people in front of you. For me, as you know, I sold encyclopedias door to door for 20 years. I'm a master cold caller. I know what it's like to get out there and pound the pavement. There's been different apartment complexes and neighborhoods where I've knocked on 200 doors in one night, and you talk about rejection. I know all about rejection. I don't take it personally at all. But again, as a cold caller, if you can get to the point where you can say, I can go anywhere USA and I can contact merchants and I can write merchants Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't need leads. I don't need anybody calling me or calling them in advance. I know I can go into a small town, big town, wherever I go, start talking to merchants, and I can have success. Think about that for a moment. It may take you a little while to get there, but when you can get to that point where you know without a shadow of a doubt that you can have success doing that, you have financial freedom. You have success. You have confidence. That's my goal, is to get all of you that are committed to this business, that are committed to becoming successful, to go out there and do this, because we're going to teach you how to do that. So I talked about the mindset. When you're out there, the mindset is, I am helping people who are going to be the fortunate ones that I'm helping today. And it's amazing that from the neck up, how the mind can play tricks on you. And I say this all the time. You could be driving by a business, and I still do it to this day, and I look at it and I say, I don't want to bother them, or, oh, they look like they're busy. And then I remember what I always tell everybody else: the door you miss is the door you write. So don't be a prophet. Don't prejudge. Talk to as many people as you possibly can. The door you miss is the door you write. But you walk into businesses, you already know the opener. If you have not seen the opener, watch my shows on cold calling. Watch the shows on having the proper mindset for cold calling. But once you give that opener, in many cases, you're going to find a merchant that is not there, or a merchant, the owner is not there, or perhaps you caught them at the wrong time. So there's ways to do that, and you want to set up your pipeline for later on in the day and down the road, because what we do is all about momentum. It's important that you get mojo. The only way you get mojo is by working daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're working Monday, taking Tuesday off, taking Wednesday off, thinking about going back Thursday, and then finally go to work Friday, you have no momentum at all. Why do I work daily? Because I love what I do and I have momentum. So I'm setting up a pipeline. I find a business that's not where the owner may be busy. They'll say, well, right now, we'll give you an example, like an auto repair shop. The guy may say, well, right now I'm kind of busy right now. I'm really interested in what you're doing. I'd love to save money. Can you come back? Now, a typical salesperson is going to say, yeah, what time? What time you want me to come back? I'll write it down. Are you going to be here? Make sure you're here. I'm very cool when I do that. I'll say, as you can imagine, I talk to a lot of merchants, and I have so many different businesses that I'm speaking with, and I can't get back to everybody. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I can swing back. Right now it's about 1 o'clock. I'll be back in the area. I got several other merchants and I'll be able to help out. If I have a chance to pop back at 4 o'clock, would that work for you? You see how I said that? If I have a chance, because I'm the one that's in control. I'm the one that's out here. They're fortunate that I'm stopping by. That's my philosophy. That's my attitude. And my whole way of thinking is that everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody wants me to help them. That's the way that I'm thinking. As you can imagine, I'm real busy. I got a lot of merchants that I'm going to be helping out. If I have a chance to pop back and I look at my watch at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whatever time, what works for you? Well, can you come back around 3? Yeah, I should be able to do that. Do me a favor. Put aside a statement. I'm real quick. I get right to the point. Most of the people I'm able to help out. If I cannot help you, I'm going to let you know. But like I said, most people I'm able to help out. I'll review that with you, and I'll show you exactly how we're helping everybody. So I'm writing this down, and I got in my car, I have my notebook, and I'm writing down. Joe's Auto Repair. Joe, 3 o'clock, circle, 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 star, 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 because I know he was very receptive. Now, am I going to go back to that business? Of course I am. I'm going to do everything in my power because he was very receptive. Now, while I'm out there, I'm going to find businesses that are not available at that day. So I'm picking up business cards left and right. I'm picking up as many business cards as I possibly can. I'm going to find an owner may not be there. So I'm going to leave my card for that owner. So I'm going to leave as many cards as I possibly can, and I'm going to pick up as many cards as I possibly can. And I'm setting up appointments for later in that day. And I'm also, if I can't catch them that day, this happened to me today, Merchant was a partnership type of program. It was an auto parts store. The guy was like, here's my statement, look, yeah, can you help me? Yeah, I definitely could save you money because I don't make the decisions. When can you come back again? I said, when is your partner going to be there? Okay, he comes in on every Tuesday. I said, again, as you can imagine, I keep very, very busy. I love to help out as many people as I possibly can. What is better for you, morning or afternoon? Morning, he's definitely going to be here all morning. All right, I think I have an opening. I can fit you in next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Will that work for you? Yes, it will. All right, so I'm writing down. I got my appointment book, putting it down. I'm old school. Got it all written out, and I'm setting up my pipeline down the road. Now, here's another thing that I want you to do. Many guys and women that are working in this business, they don't have a plan at all. They're flying by the seat of their pants. They don't know where they're working, what day they're working from one day to the next. And I can call probably a big portion of them right now, and I'll say to them, hey, retriever rep, where are you working on Wednesday? A lot of them will say, oh, I don't even know. I'm not even close to that yet. Where are you working on Friday? I don't know. Well, here's what you need to be doing, and I want you to start doing this right now. Write out a whole plan, your whole schedule of where you're going to be working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Have every day planned out, and you know exactly you're going to be working in those towns. And then you do that the following week. Sunday night, you should start mentally getting yourself prepared to go out and start contacting merchants. And then on Monday, you know exactly where you're working. If you got things written down, you know where you're going, you got them all written down. This is called being organized. This is called having a plan. So what you're doing as you're setting up these appointments and you're setting up your callbacks is you are building up a pipeline for down the road. I know this is helping you, but once you start doing this, you're going to find out that you are starting to gain momentum. That's what I'm talking about, is getting the mojo. And pretty soon what ends up happening, you know, like Tuesday comes around, Wednesday comes around, yes, I'm going to be working in Biloxi, Alabama, or Mississippi. I'm going to be working in this town, Alabama. I'm going to be working. You got everything set up for the whole week, but you have some callbacks and you have appointments and you have referrals all set up. Here's what's amazing when you have momentum. I know I'm going to get a lot of big amens from everybody that's out there. When you have momentum and you're out there working all the time, things start to fall into place. It's amazing that when you go out and write a bunch of merchants, all of a sudden you're driving down the road and you get a call. Hey, is this Rich Norton? Or whoever they're calling. Is this Rich Norton? Yes. My name is such and such. I got your number from one of the merchants that you helped out, and I'd like for you to come and help me out. That's momentum. That's what happens. Or you get an email from the office, and the office says, hey, this merchant's opening up a new business. They want you to set them up. Am I right? Momentum. Good things happen when you have momentum. Now, when you don't have momentum, things don't fall into place. Negative things happen, some other, things just don't seem to be going right, and you get a little bit frustrated. It's like, man, I'm out here, I'm pounding the pavement, things aren't just going right. I had a thing fall through, I had a chargeback, or I had a cancellation because I only work Monday, I'm working Thursday, taking a day off. There's no mojo going there at all. So keep in mind, when you have momentum, everything will start falling into place. There's so much information that I can give you, and this is important that you get the right mindset here. I did a show on cold calling, having the right mindset, having the right attitude. Today, we're talking about momentum, how to set up appointments, how to set up your pipeline, how to set up your future, and do that. So if you didn't get anything out of this from this show today, getting organized, knowing where you're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Your philosophy is when you're going out there talking to merchants, you have 25 business cards in your pocket and you are prepared to talk to and give away all of those cards. Some days you'll have to do that, most days you won't. But if you're prepared to do that, not only are you going to write merchants daily, but you're also going to be setting up a nice pipeline for down the road at the same time. It's nice to know that you've written 2 merchants on a Monday and you got 3 lined up for the Thursday because you're going to be back in that area. Because when a merchant asks you, owner's not here, when are you going to be back in the area? You know, because you've already got everything outlined on when you're going to be back. It's such a great feeling. It's less stress, you're completely organized, and you've got a nice flow going. This is how I've been doing this for years. That's why even to this day, I still write 300 merchants per year and run a big crew, because I know that I can go out every day and write 1 to 2 to 3 merchants every single day. Now you're going to get to that point. Some of you are already at that point. How do you get to that point? Do exactly what we do, and you're going to have great success. That's what we're here. That's why we're here. That's what we're here for. Just follow and do exactly what we do. We're here for your success. Tap into the resources. Watch the shows over and over again. Give me a call, 904-434-4635. Check out all the resources that we have and take advantage of this amazing, absolutely fantastic opportunity. Let your dreams come true and go out and make it happen. So remember, today is God's gift to you. What you do with this day is your gift back to God. Make sure you make it an amazing one, and I'll see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration.